Welcome back to the Plumbob Report. I'm here with Danny Reyes, and okay, we have so much to get into today.
So much. Like this week, the Sims community did not take a single breath.
Right? So, Sims Community and Keen Gamer both covered the May Quality of Life update, and Danny, 150 plus fixes are coming.
Wait, 150 plus?
Yeah. And there's a developer live stream to go with it. We'll dig into what that actually signals about where EA's head is at.
I have thoughts. Cautiously optimistic thoughts.
Same. So anyway, we're also hitting the mod scene hard today.
Oh, paid mods on console now. That's wild, right?
Yeah.
Game Lester flagged it, and look, the community has feelings.
So many feelings. Plus, there's a mod literally called the Drama Generator, and I need everyone to know it exists.
It generates runaway children, Becca Hartwell. Runaway children.
I mean, come on, that's unhinged, and I love it.
And then we've got the builds community doing incredible things. Tiny 3x2 houses, a low-income apartment that hit people right in the feelings.
Yeah, that one really resonated. And we're closing out with the indie life sim world because Paralives just confirmed their early access date, and I am not calm.
May 25th. It's happening.
Plus, a British pub sim, a comic book life sim, and why Gen Z is basically using cozy games as therapy.
Honestly, same.
Okay, let's get into it. First up, those quality of life updates. We want to hear from you. Submit questions via the web form in the description or give us a call at 747-677-1037 and leave your question. Don't be shy. Our AI assistant makes it super easy. Okay, so the Sims 4 Quality of Life update. It's happening, like actually happening.
I know, and I want to be excited, I really do. But you know what I am instead?
Suspicious?
So suspicious. I have been burned by patch promises before, Becca Hartwell. We all have.
Light, it's like, okay, here's the thing. Every time EA announces a big fix wave, I get that little flutter of hope, and then my sim burns down the kitchen again.
Speaking of which, before the official stream even dropped, the data miners were already poking around.
Wow.
And honestly, the community knew more than the devs let on.
That's wild, right? Like, the leaks were basically confirming the patch notes before EA hit publish.
Modders and data miners doing EA's PR for them. A tradition at this point.
Okay, but for real, let's actually get into what dropped. So, Keen Gamer had a full breakdown of the May 12th laundry list, and one of the standouts is base layers coming to CAS.
Oh, okay. That's a big deal.
Right? For CAS players especially. Like, you can now actually layer clothing properly. The base layer system has been something people have wanted forever.
I mean, the modding community has been doing this for years. Just saying.
Obviously. But now it's in the base game, which means it works without a mod manager meltdown.
Fair point. Okay, what about the May 5th patch? Because that one already dropped, right?
Yeah, that one's live. Sims Community covered the laundry list for May 5th, and it's focused on community-reported bugs, like stuff players flagged directly.
Okay, but here's where I get cynical. Because the April 28th patch, right? IGN had the notes up, and it was, fine, small fixes, but every time you patch one thing, 3 other things break.
You know what? I cannot argue with that.
My Sims still choose to mop the floor during a house fire. That is not patched. That will never be patched.
That is a feature, Danny Reyes. Documented feature.
A feature? They're choosing death by hygiene. That's not a feature, that's a personality disorder.
Okay, but here's the real question, though. Like, zooming out a little. Does this update feel different? Because 150 plus fixes and a developer live stream and a Discord Q&A, that's more communication than we've gotten in a while.
I think I'm on both sides a little bit. Like, the communication is better, the effort is there, but I've been trained by years of Sims patches to wait and see.
Yeah, I think cautious optimism is the right vibe. Like, the devs I've talked to genuinely want the game to be better. And base layers and casts, that's a real thing. That matters to real players.
It does. And look, if this actually holds, if the fixes stick, that's a big deal for a game that's been running since 2014.
Exactly. A 12-year-old game getting a genuine quality push, that's not nothing.
No, it's not. But you know who's not waiting around to find out if the patch sticks?
Oh, I know where you're going.
The modders. They've already fixed whatever's left broken, probably put out an update before EA's servers even refreshed.
Which actually makes me wonder, when the official game finally catches up to what the modding community has been doing for years, what does that mean for the people building those mods?
Shh. So, speaking of mods, paid mods just landed on console, and my timeline has been on fire.
Wait, like your meme account fire or actual discourse fire?
Both fires. Game Luster covered it this weekend, and the split is exactly what you'd expect. Half the community is like, finally, console players get access, and the other half is calling it a straight-up cash grab.
Okay, I get both sides, though. Console players have been locked out of mods forever. This is genuinely new access for them.
Right, and that part is good, but here's my thing. When you're charging for mods that fix things the base game should already do, that's where I start twitching.
The twitching is understandable.
Like, I'm on both sides a little bit. More access, great. Paywalling what feels like a patch, not so great.
Honestly, the console community has wanted this for years. Even if the execution is messy, the door being open matters.
Yeah, I'll give it that. The door being open is real.
So let's talk about what's actually worth downloading right now. Comic Book Resources put out their best gameplay mods of 2026 list, and some of these picks are genuinely wild.
Oh, George Chrysostomou's list? I screenshotted half of it.
Right? And the one everyone's talking about is the Runaway Child mod. Sims Community did a full guide on it this week.
Okay, so for anyone who hasn't seen this, it's from a modder called Pandasama, and it's basically a drama generator for your game. A child sim can actually run away from home.
Which the base game never lets you do.
Never! And apparently this is a follow-up module. The first one was the Abandoned Baby module, which, that's a lot.
That is a lot. Sims Community called it the drama generator, and that is the perfect name.
It really is. Like, if you want chaos in your save file, Pandasama is delivering.
I kind of love that modders are filling the emotional storytelling gaps the base game just doesn't go near.
That's exactly it. And speaking of the modding community doing big things, GG Mod's Spring Modathon just kicked off its third week.
Oh, I saw that. What's the theme this week?
Quality of life, which is extremely funny given everything we just talked about this episode.
The universe has a sense of humor.
Literally thousands of mods submitted across multiple games. The PC modding community just keeps showing up.
And the timing is kind of perfect, right? EA drops a QOL patch, and the modding community holds a QOL modathon.
Deliberate competition.
Stop it.
I'm just saying, the modders are not waiting around. They never do.
Okay, but genuinely, that's what makes this community so special. Like, there's all this debate about paid mods and cash grabs, and then over here, you have thousands of people just submitting mods because they love the games.
Right. Two completely different energies existing at the same time.
And honestly, that contrast is kind of beautiful. The controversy is loud, but the creativity is louder.
Actually, that tracks with what we've been seeing from builders lately, too.
Oh, absolutely. Because the things players are making right now, with zero drama attached, are kind of blowing my mind.
Yeah, like tiny houses that actually function. Someone built a whole low-income apartment that hit people right in the feels.
And that's exactly where I want to go next, because the build community deserves its moment. Okay, flip side of all that controversy, though. Can we just talk about what the actual community is building right now? Because it is so good.
Yes, please. I need this after debating mod paywalls.
So GameRant covered this, and I could not stop scrolling. Players are out here building fully functional homes on a 3x2 lot, like 3 tiles by 2 tiles.
Wait, that's barely a bathroom.
Right? And these builds have a kitchen, living space, bedroom, bathroom, all of it, using clever design and building cheats to stack rooms.
Okay, how? How is that physically possible?
Constraints breed creativity, Danny. That's kind of the whole thing.
I mean, my builds look like I let a sim design them autonomously, so...
That explains a lot, actually.
It really does. But no, honestly, that's wild. The community just finds a way.
Every time. And Game Rant also covered a low-income apartment build from earlier this week, and that one hit different emotionally. Like, players were commenting that it felt real, relatable in a way the base game doesn't always go.
That's the thing, right? The game gives you Malibu starter homes, and people are out here building the apartment they actually grew up in.
Exactly. And I think that says something about what players actually want from this game. Not just fantasy, sometimes grounded storytelling, too.
Speaking of making your own goals, the Not So Berry Challenge is having a moment again. Game Rant did a full updated guide. 10 generations, each one themed to a color with specific traits and careers.
Oh, I love that challenge. It is genuinely one of the best community-made structures in this whole game. No EA involvement, just players going, here are rules, good luck.
Which is kind of The Sims in a nutshell, honestly.
And then there's the cozy Henford save file that Sims Community spotlighted. A full cottagecore world. Henford on Bagley, completely redone. It is a dream.
Okay, that one I want. That is the exact vibe I need for my Saturday.
As a gallery creator myself, this stuff genuinely lights me up. People are putting so much care into what they share. Like the Scandinavian starter home on the EA gallery, under 20,000 simoleons, base game only, fully play-tested.
Play-tested. That's more QA than some official content gets. I said what I said.
No comment. But honestly, the community is the game at this point. The builders, the challenge makers, the save file curators.
And it connects to something bigger, actually. Like, why are people so invested in this? Why does a tiny house build go viral?
Right. And I think that's where the whole indie life sim wave starts to make sense too. There's something going on culturally. People are craving this kind of play.
Yeah. And there are some really interesting new games feeding exactly that. So let's get into it.
So, on that note, speaking of why any of this matters, Paralives just went early access golden.
May 25th. Sims Community confirmed it today. No more delays. That date is locked.
I've been watching that game for years, Danny Reyes. Years, and it's finally almost here.
Right? And the fact that they're calling it Early Access Golden means the roadmap is solid. They're not just throwing something out the door.
Which is kind of everything the Sims community has been starving for, like an actual competitor that's not a mobile cash grab.
Exactly. And then Polygon dropped a piece this week about this British pub life sim called Nothing Ever Happens Here.
Wait, a pub sim?
A pub sim. You're fixing up your granddad's old pub, getting your first car. Ford James at Polygon called it possibly the most British game ever made.
I mean, come on, that's extremely specific, and I am completely here for it.
And then there's Walk of Life, which just left early access on Steam. Polygon covered that one too. Comic book art style, you play as roles like senior citizen or workaholic.
That art style looks so different, like Life Sim, but actually fresh.
Totally. And none of these games are trying to be Sims 4. They're all doing their own weird thing.
Which brings me to the piece that I can't stop thinking about. NSS Magazine ran something today about Gen Z using cozy games as escape.
Oh, that one hit different.
Right?
Yeah.
The idea is that Gen Z is basically building the life in Animal Crossing or Sims that they genuinely can't afford in reality. Houses, friendships, stability.
And that low-income apartment build we talked about, that's the same energy. Players aren't just making fantasy mansions anymore. They're simulating reality because reality is hard.
It reframes who these games are for. It's not just nostalgia or escapism in the fluffy sense. It's actually processing.
Which is why the indie life sim boom makes complete sense right now. Paralives, pub sims, walk of life. People want more ways in.
Oh, before I forget, a former Sims 4 developer shared some pre-production stuff today. Apparently, before Willow Creek existed, the original concept neighborhood was called Titanopolis.
Titanopolis?
Titanopolis. Very different vibe.
That is a lore drop I did not expect today. Genuinely wild.
The genre is in such an interesting place right now. Sims 4 patching itself back up, indie games swinging for something new, and an entire generation finding something real inside virtual spaces.
Yeah, that's worth paying attention to.
Okay, that's a wrap on this one. What a week for Sims news, honestly.
Right? Between the 150-plus QOL fixes dropping and Paralives finally locking in May 25th for early access, the Life Sim space is just moving.
And the thing that stuck with me, that whole conversation about whether the fixes actually ship. Cautious optimism is the vibe, not hype, not doom.
Right. And cautious optimism and also Panda-sama out here delivering the emotional chaos the base game never will.
Honestly, the modern community does not miss.
Never.
If you enjoyed today's episode, do us a huge favor. Subscribe and leave a review. Seriously, it helps so much.
And find us on social at Plumbob Report. Share your wildest Sim stories. We want to hear them.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Sol Simmers!
So.